clearly, slowly, and directly. Maintain face-to-face contact.
Everybody knock as you're entering the room. Good morning, Priscilla.
Good morning.
I'm Denise. I'm going to be your NA, and we need to get your weight today. Is that okay?
Check she has shoes on before walking to scale.
My resident has shoes on.
Before client steps on scale, candidate sets scale to 0.
Okay. So, Priscilla, we're going to walk down the hall here. Walk, walk, walk. Before you step on the scale, I'm going to stop you for a second. And remember, you check both the scale, the weights, to make sure that they're on 0, and then check the scale to balance so that it does balance. You have to do both.
All right.
Okay, so it balances at 0.
Then obtains her weight.
Okay, if your resident needs help to stand up on the scale, you can guide them with an arm. And remember again now, from what did we go through weights with this group? It just didn't work? Okay, so remember, you're looking at pounds, which is the bottom scale. It's the black one, both on the top balance and on the bottom balance.
Okay.
The bottom balance is increments of 50. Remember, you have to see your little window here. It's got to point it. There has to be a number in that window. If there's not a number in that window, then it's not on it's not in the correct slot, and you will have an incorrect weight. So let's have you sit down just for a second, just so we think. Okay, so remember, you're looking at the bottom window. It has the black scale. That's pounds. You have your pointer here. It has to have a number in there. If you get it and it doesn't have a number in it, you're not getting a correct weight. Same with up here. You're looking at the bottom scale, and here's your little notch that you're looking at. That's where you would measure. Okay, always looking at the black scales because the black scales are pounds. Okay, Priscilla, we'll have you step back up again. Okay.
While client is on the scale, the NA stands next to the scale and assists the client onto the center of scale.
Okay, so we've got her on the scale. And
we have to ask her to step off scale.
Yep.
Okay, the candidate stands next to the scale and assists.
Okay, obtains weight. So now I'm going to check.
Oh, obtain weight? Oh, number 3.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you don't want to be touching the scale at any time while you're weighing. The scale should be as even as possible. Okay, so now I have a weight. We've got 150 down here and 46 up here. So it's just past 46. So it's 196. Oops, sorry, I know.
Oh.
Okay, so you help your resident back off the scale.
Okay, off scale before, yeah.
Can I do something? Hang on just a second.
Before recording the weight, you have to wash hands first.
Okay, so when you leave the scale, you do not reset it yet. Because you got to walk your client back to the room. Sometimes that's up 2 floors, down the hallway, whatever. So you leave the scale where it is.
Okay. Take
your client back to your room, get them back in bed. And then before you record, now you've touched a resident, you don't want to touch your pen and then record something. So before you come back, you'll look at it, say, okay, you add your bottom, which is 150, your top, which is just over 46. And so you've got 196. I would wash my hands and then
record.
And then again, when you do this, make sure, okay, now I will record.